What's going on, guys? Corporate here, and welcome back once again to my Let's Play Oxygen Not Included series. We're getting back at it. It's been a couple days since I've played. Actually, I'm a little confused because I did start another save on my stream, in case you're interested. I do stream on Twitch, kind of a weekend warrior. I mentioned it before. We did start, and we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of people in the chat. We were bouncing ideas off, debating ideas back and forth. I really enjoyed it. But I'm a little, like, crossover brain right now because I'm like, what was on the stream? What was on the Let's Play? So I'm kind of been taking a couple cycles here, 4 or 5 cycles since I loaded this up to kind of refamiliarize myself with this base. And I quickly remembered one thing that we're going to get into here. I'm kind of letting this run. I'm not happy with this. I don't think it's effective. We're pretty much going to abandon this, but I'm going to just kind of go on to it now. One thing that jumps out at me, we don't have a lot of water. Like, my stream base has way more water. So we do have to get something rolling here so that we are not losing water. And, I mean, we're not really going to lose it. We're going to constantly kind of be recycling it. As long as we have one electrolyzer, that's really the only place I'm losing it. But I would like to venture around and find some more water, because it does make me nervous. Got a couple little pockets here, but nothing substantial, which is a little alarming, a little surprising. But this over here, as you know, was going to be my battery kind of steam generator. My battery-focused steam generator. I'm not happy with it. I don't like it. I think I've made some mistakes with it. We're gonna revisit this later. I'm gonna let it run. I mean, it's getting slowly warmer, it seems like, but it just doesn't quite seem to be doing it. The water is not moving at all, which I don't know if maybe I have too much water in here. I'm just gonna let it run, but we'll see what happens. We'll let it run for 20 cycles or so, and we'll come back and check it out. I feel like there might be too much water here. I feel like we're gonna redesign this in the future. I've got it just pumping the gas out now to make kind of much lighter pressure, because at least my basic understanding is this will perform better as far as evaporation goes in lighter pressure. You know, it lowers the evaporation point, I believe. Tell me if I'm wrong. One thing I did want to kind of remedy is, you look, like, this is cool. Like, this thing right here is pretty cool. 74 degrees. Doesn't really help this whole idea. These are gas permeable tires. It's not so bad. So even the piping and wiring in here is not so great. So what I did here is I put a little storage unit in. This is pretty warm in here. It's not super warm in here, but it's warm. Be better off down in here, but maybe the temperature will go up here. I have this set to just copper, so I'm going to put a whole bunch of copper in here. So there we go. We're going to make this. Jeez, I can't click today. The cup of coffee hasn't set in yet, but we're going to fill this up with copper. Then what I'm going to do... Actually, what is that? I'm going to destroy this. When you have it full of something and you destroy the container, it drops all the stuff on the floor. So then I'm going to have all this copper sitting in this room. And my theory is that the copper is going to get hot, warm, and then what I can do is I can build stuff out of this copper, like a new liquid vent, and it'll take on the temperature of the raw materials. I think that's how it works. We're going to test that out. I'm not sure, though. Like, this is the amalgam? Bisylite, that's right. So we're trying that little experiment here, too. But otherwise, what we're going to do today is we're going to dig down. We're going down. We're going down. I've kind of set up a little deodorizer down here to hopefully kind of clean some of this out. It's pretty good oxygen up there. I'm hoping this will just kind of clean this chamber out, because I want to give my guys... I don't want my guys having to go all the way up to the surface every time they need a breath. We got some water here, which kind of stinks. We're gonna go right through it. We'll let it collect somewhere. We'll make a collection pool for it at some point. So let's just start queuing this up, because this is our priority, is to go down, see what we're dealing with down. I want to go. Do I want to go straight down? No, I may not want to go straight down. Yeah, we'll dig this down into this. We'll just let this fill up. So then we'll do right in there. Oh, those are ladders. Oh, it's nighttime. I'm like all thrown. I'm all thrown off. Gotta remember the hotkeys. It's like I never played this game. I've actually played this game a ton over the last 2 days. I played it over the weekend. Like I said, we had really good time on the stream. Really good time. So if you guys are into that, you know, watching on Twitch, I would suggest you check it out. We had a really, I mean, even my mods afterwards were like, yo, that was really cool, because it's very clear that this game is made for very mature people, like just a mature audience. There was no trolling, no nothing. I said after I got off the stream, I was like, I felt like I was like a college professor, because we were just sitting there discussing particle physics and all these theories on the changing of matter and how to make things happen, how to potentially maybe melt alloys and things. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I streamed it to like 3 a.m., which is way later than I normally do. But it was too much fun to log off. So definitely check that out. Head over. My Twitch is linked down below in the description. If you're on mobile or something, you can't quite see it. It is twitch.tv/culpritgaming. Like I said, I try to stream Mondays. Oh, jeez, guys. I got to get back in the flow, guys. Fridays and Saturdays, typically. And then I kind of sneak one in here or there. Depends on how busy real life is during the week. I might even stream a little later this afternoon. I'm not sure yet. Depends how these recordings go. I want to record a bunch of episodes of this. I just started a new RimWorld series, so if you haven't seen that yet, I don't know exactly how these are going to publish. Keep your eye out for that. I think you should have one or two of those published before this one is, so go check that out. It's a new take. We're going to be doing a tribal run. I've never done a tribal run, so there should be a lot of mistakes and a lot of drama. It should be pretty interesting. I'm excited to sink my teeth into that one. And I'm going to be starting up another new series or two of new games. I'm trying to bring variety to this channel. Hope you guys can appreciate that. Some might be swings and misses on what you want to see, but just appreciate it. I'm trying to bring a lot of variety from the same genres. So if one particular game isn't of your ilk, just know that I'm going to try to find a bunch of different ones, and maybe I'll expose you to a new game you weren't aware of and stuff. That's always my goal. It's just kind of like, have you seen this game? Check it out. So I'm not as high on this map as I was until, let me tell you about my stream. First we fired up the stream. We got a starting point. I'm no joke. It was right after an update. Like I loaded up the game. We got an update. I was like, oh, some updates. I don't know what they changed. I don't know, what's in this patch here. I got in. I had a starting point that literally had 0 plants, not a single plant, and it had 0 water, not a single ounce of clean water. It had some contaminated water, but there was nothing I could do. Like I couldn't make food. I had no plants to make food. I had no water to make the muck root or whatever that stuff is. The mixer. I use it so little I don't even know what it is. The micro musher to make the mud stuff that they make out of dirt and water. Couldn't even do that. So it was just literally, I was exploring caves all over. But as far as I understand, you can't find fresh water outside of your initial spawn. So yeah, I pretty much died. That was the first time I'd ever seen that. It was the worst starting point I'd ever seen. Like just no plants for food and 0 water to make food. I had no fresh water to do any research. So I could only research up a little bit. I was unable to get to, I couldn't even get the water filtration purifier because that is a advanced research, and to do advanced research you need clean water. So I was totally hamstrung. So the first save we did on my stream over the weekend was a complete failure. None of my own fault, I suppose. But yeah, that took about 30 minutes. We restarted and we actually came up with a pretty good colony. It kind of looks similar to this, but we've flipped some ideas around. And when I get into scenarios on stream where I would like normally do like this is how I think the best way to do this is, I purposely kind of flip the switch and do it a different way because I want to test it out so I can come in here in my Let's Play and talk about, hey, my stream I did this and it worked much better, or hey, I tried this and it didn't work at all. So that's the goal here. Think of the Let's Play will be canon. It'll be me telling you what best practices. Stream will be our experimental laboratory. So we got diver's lungs. That's good, but I don't know if I can take that guy. Mouth breather. Nope. Anemic. Quick learner. You got diver's lungs. That's good. But what is this? All right. So you can't do the kitchens. That's nothing. Narcoleptic. We're gonna take him. Yeah, just because you have good lungs. Creativity, learning. You're not very good at. See, I feel like narcoleptic can get him into trouble though. Is my worry. All right. We'll wait one. No, because you don't see. I'm gonna take him. You don't see diver's lungs very often, and I love me some diver's lungs. Do we have enough beds? We do not. Okay, because I was going to keep it to 6, but now I'm of the thinking I might start bumping it up a little bit. 6. We'll go to 7 for a little while. We may even go to 8. So put that there. I'm just going to queue up another one right here. Okay, we should get rid of this guy. It's like a couple over here. Not hugely important. Those paintings on there, but these will make sure we. Make sure these are all covered up. Hold on. Let's get rid of these. I'll like put a statue there, and then we'll move these over one. Gotta start focusing on decor because as you might wonder like, why am I suddenly doing this? Well, because we're gonna start diving down into the yucky, and a lot of these guys are gonna start getting sick. They're gonna not be happy about it. So the more kind of good decor I can cram in here, the better. That looks to be, it might not be optimal, but that's pretty good. All right, how's he doing down here? Not going too fast, unfortunately, because it's one space ladder. Only so many people can work on it at once. But yeah, our goal for this one is just going to be drilling down. Drill this pilot hole, see how far down we need to go. The magma is not always the same. It can be different. Chlorine, not a big deal. Maybe I'll grab some of these bleach stones. I don't know exactly what these do. I've never done any of these. What are we looking for? We're looking for stations? No, what? Medicine? Remove dirty hands effect for duplicants. Duplicants will only use the hand sanitizer before eating a meal. That's interesting. I mean, we might experiment with that. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be some badness in here. But we'll see. We'll collect some and maybe play with it. Put that in our kitchen. This guy can get out of here. I added another bathroom over here. Just to, you know, this is going to increase a person or two. Who we got? We've got Abe. Mormu, and Olive. Alright, let's gotta manage that stress. Our food's okay, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that too. It's not going up as much as I would like it to be. Alright, let's just check in over here. It's going up very slowly. I don't predict this to work. I'm not even sure why that would be, like why it's not working, but I mean, it's not even that hot in here. I don't know if it's just a function of not enough batteries. I'm kind of thinking a long flat chamber with batteries this way, so there's a lot more. I can put a lot more water with like not very shallow. Because as far as I understand, the only way you're going to make steam is wherever the water contacts the air, as well as I think it's wherever it contacts the battery. I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure it's wherever, like this water on the bottom here won't make steam. Only the stuff on the top. I mean, it makes sense. It's just given physics. So the idea of having a long, thin layer of water is better. But we'll see. That's something we're going to play with. But we are going to focus more on going down to the magma, using that, because I believe I can get it to convert using the magma more efficiently. With using less power than I can over here. Like you can see here, I mean, I guess it's not using terrible power because the batteries I would use anyway. But I'm going to have some pumps. I'm going to have some other pumps. I just feel like I could possibly do the magma in like 2 pumps, maybe. I don't know. It's going to depend on how I cool it. That's going to be the big determining factor. How I cool the magma, how I cool the steam down to water. I'm looking to maybe do something like this, where I make a cold refrigerated chamber using the... Oh god, I can't remember this stuff. Is it in here? Utilities, that's dirt. A thermal regulator or two. I make a nice, like down here, maybe make an ice box, cold room. Pump it really cold. Put a storage unit in here. Put maybe some sandstone or whatever the like most conductive thermal conductivity. We'll have to put a bunch of different tiles and see which one has the best conductivity. Put a bunch, whatever that material is in here, break it, let the materials fall in the cold room. Then theoretically I can make tiles like this that are going to be very cold. Like these are all kind of neutral. I haven't even accidentally done it. Okay. But you can kind of see. I don't really have any to show you. We can do an outer layer with insulated block, and then we can... Okay. Why is that stuck there? We do an outer layer with some insulated block, and then with inside, we can put some of these ice cold blocks I'm going to try to create, and I'm hoping those ice cold blocks will be a nice cold surface for the steam to kind of ram it into as it rises, and then it will condense down to water into the floor. I don't know. I got some ideas. I don't know what's going to work. If you guys have any experience or you know, concepts or just general knowledge of science, please feel free to tune in down below in the comments. This kind of stinks how long this is taking. We're not going to get very far into today's episode. You got to get this water moved. That's going to slow them down. I don't like how they just come and they do one. What I should do... I'm trying. Is there a way to get them to not take materials back and just let the materials fall? I guess it wouldn't matter in this slime area, though. Let's prioritize this so we can get some of this water moving out of here. Just got to kind of move it down into this little pocket out of the way. We will eventually pump it out. We'll see what we're dealing with lower. If we have more water, maybe we'll just keep letting it fall. Keep collecting it into bigger and bigger pools, and then we'll pump it out with one pump. Food looks okay. We still have some on the vine, if you will. Dead beyond reach. Why? What happened here? You can't get out? What am I missing? Make your steps so you can get out, man. I still think you should be able to get out, but you're acting a fool. Oh, she's stuck? Is that what happened? Why is she idle? I can't imagine that she's stuck. She just can't get down there to work, I guess? Now, this is kind of why I was hoping to... Yeah, this is slowly cleaning it out. I should probably put that even... I'll put another base lower. I think it only does contaminated oxygen, though. It was also to try and keep this from just rising out of the base. Put this down here, let's scrub it out. Hopefully it will clean some of this. They left, they're sleeping, nobody's dying. Alright, excellent. Stress actually looks pretty good. I am a little worried. This is something we were talking about in stream. Making this out of insulated tile. I might do something down here. I'll probably end up doing like a mid-tunnel chamber. Even pump some oxygen down if I have to, and insulate the heck out of it. Kind of make an insulation gap or insulation valve so that all the heat. Basically, what I'm building here is a chimney. So we go down to the magma. It's gonna pretty much just let the heat come right up. So now this is hydrogen, I presume. Let's cut that open. Just want to make this pool bigger so that this water will get out of here. We're not going to lose too much. I don't want to mess with that morb. But whatever. If he wants to go and hang out with his buddies, he can. Just trying to not lose any water if we can avoid it. It is. I mean, it is eating some of this, which is good. Pop a little tunnel through here so we don't just lose that water. I am crazy about conserving water. I'm aware of this. I'm hoping we find something cool just as we're going down, but I'm not worried about the hydrogen. That's going to fly right up. It'll go through the door. It might collect here, which would be a little dangerous. I don't like to use so many of these things. But if this is where we're going to be working, I'm going to put a scrubber right there, too. Let's see, can we turn any other scrubbers off here? We can probably turn this guy off, but we're not going to be in here so much anymore. So we'll stop filling that. What else we got? We got that one there. We should have another one up here somewhere. Did I never put one up? I got one right here. We're going to turn this guy off. And we're going to watch what happens. We got to clean this up as well. See if this oxygen or this contaminated oxygen will flow up or what's going on. We might not have enough pressure up here. No, we don't have much pressure anywhere. We got some pressure here, but... Alright, as long as the plants are in pressure, that's the big thing. Yeah, it seems okay. We gotta clean this up. It's kind of messy up here. It's functional. I mean, not really at the same time. Yes, we did turn that one off. Alright, so just keep the hydrogen going away. We got the scrubbers coming in. I'm hoping as we push some water over here, it will push the CO2 out. But I don't know if we're ever really going to raise this, because we're kind of... what are we sucking for the bathroom right now? We're sucking enough out that I don't know if this is ever really going to go up. For instance, why... Oh my god, guys, keep the water filtration going, please. That's important. Ay. This is chlorine. Chlorine should settle, should pretty much stay where it is. Coal? We'll tell them to, I'm worried about going and messing around this coal and this chlorine. But I could certainly use some coal. Iron ore we haven't really messed with. Just gonna try to dig this out so this chlorine will fall in here. I might kill this more, but it's alright. If it does, it does. If he dies, he dies. Just watch some Rocky over the weekend. What's this? Igneous. Some algae down here. We'll collect that. So this is what I'm basically doing. I'm gonna go down. We're gonna get in here. And we're gonna collect things. Anything we see that's kind of useful to us, like this over here is pretty useful. So we'll pop. I'm gonna stay above the chlorine so it shouldn't come out. Some more algae over here. It's nice to have algae. I don't use it primarily, but it's nice to have nonetheless. This way if you ever run into a pinch. If you ever get in a bad spot, you can always just pop an algae guy in. I may even pop one of those down here, like an algae. What will we use? Deoxidizer, maybe. Like I said, I'm probably gonna end up making like a midway point, little shelter. So these guys can run up, get some air, maybe even get some food. Maybe put a couple plants down there or something. This way, I don't have to keep running up all the way. See if that will help production at all. Because, like you can see, these guys are kind of struggling for some air. See, they got to run up here, get some breath. I'd like to make a little checkpoint, but we got to see what we're dealing with first. So we got to see where midpoint is before we can actually do anything like that. How are we doing in here? It's not particularly warm in here anymore, which is interesting. Yeah, why is this going way down? Did we suck the energy out of the battery? No. This is slowly going up. I don't know if this did. I mean, this was like 96. I was worried. Let's turn the pump off. I was worried that, I saw people doing this, converting the water, and I was worried that it was only the vomit water that would convert. That was one of my worries. Is that actual water, water that you spawn with wouldn't convert, or, wouldn't if it's just pure, because I don't have any vomit in any of the water. So I was worried that, like, pure water wasn't going to convert for me. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think that's the case. It does seem to be moving. It's just very slow. So I just feel like I have this done inefficiently. Put a insulator in there. So, I mean, it should be plenty insulated. I don't know why. Oh, well, that just jumped way up. What did I do? Did I hit that, maybe? Jump back up somehow. Part of me wants to... Gosh, am I clicking? I don't know what's going on with me. I might need another cup of coffee. Alright, but as I scratch my head over that, guys, and we continue to dig down, we're going to wrap up this episode here. Again, we're going to kind of find little spots of useful stuff. We're going to collect it. We're going to, everything benefits us. Hopefully I can have little collection points like this, where we can kind of collect some water. We can find, just clean the map of any resources. We're going to grab this algae, any other coal, all this nice coal in here. This is a little hairy, though, I won't lie. But this hydrogen's going to get out of here anyway, so we can probably this will be fine, because the coal will fall in here. I don't know how big of a collection point this will be, but you can see the hydrogen's already leaving. That's fine. I'd rather go up here and just totally go out of the base. I'd rather that. Stress isn't too bad either. So I'm gonna let you guys sign. What just happened here? Did this stuff collapse? No, I don't know. I don't know what just happened there, but we'll slap a little ladder up here. It'll be all good. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for real this time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, reminder, if you're into Twitch, you watch Twitch like I do, go check out my channel. Follow me over there if you want. We play this game quite a bit. I'm definitely going to be playing it even more now, considering how much of a success the other night was. And other games like this. We play RimWorld a lot. I got a couple other games I don't want to announce yet that I'm going to be getting into, more colony management or colony simulator, base building, with one with a little bit of RTS flavor. But if you guys know of any games in the same genre you'd like to see me cover and talk about, please, by all means, drop me a line either in the comments or on Twitter, something like that. Everything is linked down below. Thank you so much. And like always, if you're interested, if you're enjoying this series, please hit the like. Especially a guy like me that's kind of working to get back some momentum after being away from YouTube for a while. It helps me get some traction with YouTube. And they say, hey, maybe this guy's making some videos we need to put in front of people's eyeballs. So I always appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you next time.